If you ever need a bigger example that it takes a full 60-minute effort to win a hockey game, you had it in Game 24 tonight. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone except Dan Hamhuis and Kelly Yarncrook. Preds lose 4-3 in overtime to the Vegas Golden Knights. Definitely a point lost than a point earned tonight. But to me, this loss feels different than the Calgary one did on Halloween. So let's get into this. For most of the first period, the Preds were playing uninspired and flat, and it showed at one point when Michael Grinland tried to play the bouncing puck behind Saros and he wasn't able to corral it, and Matt Pacioretty gets it out to Mark Stone, who roofs it over UC Saros' glove side to make it 1-0 Vegas. The Preds would go on to outshoot Vegas 12-8, but most of that was in the latter half of the second after the Preds' lackadaisical start, and Vegas remains ahead by 1 after 1. Just over 6 minutes into the second period, Vegas is able to keep up the pressure as Nate Smith is able to get ahead to Riley Smith, who's able to get around Dante Fabro in alone on UC Saros and beats him for a 2-0 Vegas lead. But the Preds respond quickly to that goal as just over 39 seconds later, as Captain Roman Josi on a pass from Matt Duchene is able to pinch down the right wing board and backhands it to Michael Grinland in front, who buries it past Malcolm Subban, cutting the lead to 1. 4 minutes later, Josi is keeping possession to the right of Subban. He finds Ellis to Subban's left, who backhands it past Subban, tying the game at 2. Shots were 22-17 Preds, with the game tied at 2 after 2. Just over a minute into the third, the Preds want more. Just along the board, Grimaldi gets it up to Michael Grinland, who gives the no-look pass to Matt Duchene, who buries his 7th of the season for a 3-2 Preds lead. And after back-to-back wins over St. Louis, okay, Preds have this game in the bag, right? Vegas would keep up the fight in the third, as the Preds would outshoot the Vegas Golden Knights in the third period only by a total of 12-11, each team having a late power play. But neither team was able to score. 9 seconds left in regulation, Marchessault is flying at full speed out of his zone towards Nashville's zone, dumps the puck in behind Saros. Dan Hamhuis tries to corral the puck, but he hangs on to it for too long, and Riley Smith steals it, gets it to Mark Stone, who backhands it to Matt Pacioretty, and with 0.3 seconds left, Vegas ties the game. Saros just couldn't get his glove on it in time on an ill-advised play by Hamhuis. Off to overtime. Preds try to pick themselves up and dust themselves off to try and get that second point that they just gave away to Vegas. But just about 2 minutes into overtime, in the Vegas zone, Kelly Yarncrook makes an ill-advised pass to Ryan Johansson, and Nate Smith steals it, and him and Paul Stastny are away on a 2-0 on UC Saros, and not many goalies in this league are going to be able to stop what is coming toward him, as Nate Smith gets it to Paul Stastny, and Saros has no chance, and Vegas wins the game 4-3. So, in summary, yes, it would have been nice to have continued the win streak that they started versus the Blues. But after the frustration that was that 6-game losing streak, a 3-game point streak calms my nerves. The Calgary loss was different than this one because they had a bigger lead, and once the bleeding started, they couldn't stop it, and it showed in the ensuing skid after that game. Tonight, much better effort, and Vegas only tied the game because of a lucky bounce with under a second left to go in regulation. Given a second chance, Cali probably doesn't make that ill-advised pass in overtime either. Props to the penalty kill team for their continued effort as well. Now players, coaches, and fans, rest up, feast well tomorrow, and come out ready and pumped for a 2-game Preds road trip this weekend in Carolina and Florida. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, hit like if you like this video. Hit subscribe if you really like seeing Matt Duchene score goals like he did tonight. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm at Canuck for Liberty. And to all American Preds fans, have a safe and happy Thanksgiving.